Hello, and welcome to Twin Flame Reality, the podcast for Twin Flames, with your host, TF Reality. And I know I took some time off again. This was another unplanned, unexpected break. Had some family stuff going on and, didn't have access to internet. And it's really hard to do internet-based work when you can't access the internet. So, bit of a frustrating week, and it's funny. I actually had a weekly reading. I did it. I recorded it. And then I had unexpectedly had to leave before I could upload it and schedule it. So, I apologize for that. But I am going to go back because I'm going to have internet access for a while. I'm planning to be home for a while. Hopefully, knock on wood. And let's see. So I'm going to try to do daily readings as much as possible. So I'm getting guided to do a daily reading for July 11th, 7-11. And the 7-11, very spiritual numbers. 7 is a number of wisdom. And 11 is a master number, and a lot of people claim it's the twin flame number. So 7-11, July 11th, very spiritual day. And I have to say, I've had things happen on 7-11 that were life-changing and spiritual. So it's time to do a daily reading. So for July 11th, I picked, actually ended up picking 2 cards, was just going to do 1, but 2 popped out. And they're from Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And the cards I pulled, the first one I pulled is the Observer card. The second one I pulled is No Place Like Home. So, it's funny, these came out together, and in the deck, they're right next to each other, 49 and 50, and I've shuffled this deck, so this wasn't just they're next to each other because I didn't shuffle it. I've been using this for weeks. So, Observer. So, what I'm really being guided to with this is, on Tuesday, July 11th, it's really important to step back, detach, and realize that other people may not see the world like you do. This kind of gets into the whole timeline shifting, the Mandela effect, and all that. We are not in the same reality as other people. We may not be in the same realities as other people. We may not see things the same, understand things the same. So this is a day to detach, step back, take a breath, and your arguments may be futile when it comes to people today or anything, because you are maybe seeing things differently and understanding things differently than the other person, other people. And this could be, TV, media, news. So step back, take a break, take a deep breath. And this can also be related to your twin flame. Maybe right now both of you are in different dimensions, different timelines, different realities, whatever you want to call it, and you may not be seeing things the same way, and there's no way to make the other person understand your point of view today. It's just one of these days that really choose your battles. It's not going to make sense to fight with anyone to, try to get your point across. It's one of these days, unless it's a life or death situation type of thing, don't bother arguing and don't try to get the other person on your side. And then the No Place Like Home, it's about being comfortable in your own skin is what I'm getting. It's like home, but it's more about your own skin, your own body, being comfortable with who you are. So, detaching from whatever else is going on, and being comfortable that, okay, maybe I see things differently. It's okay if 99.9% of the world does not see something and understand something the same way I do, but be comfortable with that. Own that. For some of you, it may just be like a day to just be the homebody, to stay at home, to practice that extra self-care. Maybe it's a time to focus on decluttering your home. And I say that because mine's about time I declutter mine. But today is one of these days where I'm getting that focus on peace. Peace within yourself. And this is why these two cards really come well together, or were meant to be together for July 11th, is that, yeah, it's just, don't fight, don't argue. You don't need to have anybody understand you. It's about being comfortable in your own skin today, loving yourself, protecting yourself. This might be the day to retreat, to hide out in your cave, to have some solitude, alone time. Or who are the people you feel safe with? What makes you feel safe? Is it a warm blanket? Don't go out and eat really bad, but maybe there's some type of comfort food. So comfort, and just how can you make today as peaceful as possible? I don't know if something crazy is going to happen in the world today. I think it does every day. I don't pay much attention to the news and the media anymore. But something weird might be going on. So maybe today take extra care in limiting your media coverage, limiting Facebook, limiting whatever it is. And I'm also getting that this is one of the days to limit your Facebook stalking with your twin. Or not Facebook's. I know not everyone does that, but just detach. Detach today and find the peace within yourself. So you can make today a peaceful day. Create the peace. Do a healing, do some cord cutting, call on Archangel Raphael, or as I'm talking, Archangel Raphael is stepping in. The whole Twin Flame Light team steps in and is with me as I give these readings, and is with all of you as you're listening to the readings. But Archangel Raphael is stepping in and sending out healing green light to everybody who's listening right now. And it's starting at your star chakra above your crown, and it's slowly going down, starting at your crown chakra, going to your third eye, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, your root chakra, and also your feet. And it's connecting you to the earth. And Archangel Raphael is giving you healing, sending you this healing light, but also connecting this healing light to the earth, and is saying that those of us who are twin flames, who are light workers, who are vibrating a little higher than the rest of the world, it's important for us to send that energy and ground it to the earth, because the earth right now could really use that healing energy. So the green light today, if you can feel it, if you can feel it and picture it, that's great. I know not everyone's clairsentient, not everyone's clear visual. I know that's not the word. Oh my gosh, my mind goes blank as I'm kind of getting messages from the archangels. But know that green light is coming in. And again, I think Archangel Raphael does this when he comes in. It's also sending pink and white swirling light to your heart chakra. And he is sending it in at the front, like right at your heart. And it's actually going through and out your back. So it's a swirl pink light. And it's saying today is one of these days that it's important for self-care and self-healing. I don't know what's going on. I know last week was a crazy week for me personally. I had a family member who was in the hospital, and that was crazy, and other crazy things going on. And I think a lot of other people, or I know what I'm getting, what Archangel Raphael is saying is that a lot of other people had similar types of ups and downs and stresses in the past week, that it's time for healing and just find that comfort. And, if you can do it, if it's okay, you can stay in bed and keep your head under the covers today. If you're in one of these, if your life makes sense to do this, but sending the healing and love and light, and just want you all to remember Archangel Raphael is here anytime that you want to call and ask him for healing. Call on the organic Archangel Raphael, because, I don't know, I think I said before in another reading, there's weird stuff going on. So make sure when you call on Archangel Raphael in the Twin Flame Light team, to call on the organic Twin Flame Light team. So the healing's coming in. As I'm talking, I'm feeling like some tightness around my vocal cords. So I think my throat chakra. Archangel Raphael is also sending blue healing light, and Archangel Gabriel is stepping in again. I think they both came in my last reading. I don't know if it's the monthly reading or if it's a weekly reading. I didn't get up. But Archangel Gabriel is coming in and sending blue healing light to the throat chakra. And it's saying, again, this is one of these days where, as I talked about earlier, it's important to listen, to detach, to have an understanding and be able to detach and not judge and not react and just, say things that, don't put out additional negative energy today is what I'm getting. Put out positive energy. So that healing around your throat chakra, that's also, that's your clairaudience. Some of you are clairaudient, but the healing light is helping you not only speak, but listen. So to make sure you're listening today, that you're taking a deep breath, you're counting to 10, maybe biting your tongue a little bit before saying anything. If you're a writer, this isn't just like if you're blogging or writing a book. This is also with texting and Facebook. Today's a day to send that blue healing light out to anyone that disturbs you, disrupts you, aggravates you today, upsets you. Take a few moments. Ask Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel and the Twin Flame Light team to come in and help you send healing energy to the other person who's aggravating you, whether it's your twin flame, somebody on Facebook, somebody that you're texting. So add that peace today. Add that peace. Focus on that peace. So I don't know what's going to go. I don't know. I think we're still in the full moon energy. The full moon became full at midnight on Sunday the 9th, midnight in on the East Coast, I think it was. And we're in that full moon energy for 3 days before and 3 days after. So this is the third day. We're still in the full moon energy, and I think it's an intense energy from what I'm talking about, from what I've heard. So remember, we're in the last day of the full moon energy, and then people are saying that there's other astrological stuff going on, that we're going to be in some energy for 2 weeks. I don't know. But since this is a daily reading, we're focusing on today. So remember, be extra vigilant today about self-care, about peace, and stepping away and just being an observer and realizing that people are in different realities today. And I've been hearing, on the Mandela Effect sites, YouTube channels, people are talking about timeline shifts. They're talking about it in the twin flame community. So if we're going into different timelines, this could mean that everyone's in a different reality. So even if you don't buy into, the whole Mandela effect or time shifting or what have you, it's going to be one of these days where people are just not thinking the same and not understanding things the same. So protect yourself, protect the others by stepping back and just observing, just, being okay with, not getting engaged today. So we're going on. It's about 15 minutes for this reading, and I think I've said the same thing multiple times. So I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank the Twin Flame Light team for coming in, especially to Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel for sending the healing to everyone listening. And to me, I thank you too. I know that healing was meant for me. Okay, and I will be back again soon, maybe with a daily reading for Wednesday. Who knows? But I'm back. All right. twinflamereality.com. You can check out that site. I will be updating it now that I have internet. Follow me on Twitter at TFReality. What else? Oh, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe on iTunes if you prefer to listen as a podcast. And thank you again, everyone.